Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. I love Wednesday. It's time for our Facebook Live. Welcome. This is Carrie from Stamp with CT. So glad that you're here to watch the replay. Or if you're able to catch the video live, thank you so much. We'll wait just a minute to see who can jump on and join me live. I've got a really fun project for you today. Good morning, Judy. So glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. And Mary's here. Good morning, Mary. So I've got a lot to do today, you guys. But I'll let you know a little secret. I have a lot of work to do today. Good morning, Donna. But my work is so amazing. I love my job. So today I need to finish prepping for Stampin' Bingo, which means I need to complete, 44 cards. The pieces for them. Of course, I don't have to put those together because we will do that in our Stampin' Bingo class. Snail mail. And then I have 2 swaps that are due that really should go out in the mail today. And I need to create, 34 more cards for that. So I need to create a lot of cards today. I do need to put those together. I love participating in swaps with other demonstrators, card swaps. I get so many ideas. And today I'm going to be able to show you some swaps that I received recently, but that's on my agenda today. So what are you guys up to? Are you going to get to do any crafting? I hope so. Okay, so I'm so glad you guys are here. Let's take care of some business first up. And Mary White, I'm glad you're here with us this morning because you are our winner of our giveaway from last week. So you will be getting this quarter pack of Oso Ombre Designer Series paper. So I will get that to you. I think we have some other things in the other room that are coming out to you as well. So you know Dale will do a porch delivery. So congratulations, Mary. And then remember, I have another giveaway for today. You just want to stick around to the end of the video and I will show you what that prize will be. And all you have to do to be entered for a chance to win is leave a comment on this video, or you can share it. You can leave any kind of comment. If you want to share it with your friends or family, that would be great too. Just lets Facebook know that you like what content I provide, and it helps me to reach a bigger audience. So I appreciate you doing that. And I love being able to share a little bit and give back a little bit by providing the giveaways each week. That's been really, really fun. So I appreciate y'all very much. So let's get started. First, let me bring in the celebration brochure. So if you don't have one, let me know. I have plenty. Be happy to get one in the mail to you, or if you're local to me, do a little porch delivery. But when you first open this celebration brochure, there's some designer series paper called Paper Blooms. So let me bring this closer. Beautiful samples shown here with this very lovely paper that I'll be showing you in just a minute. Each week during celebration, which runs through the end of February, I'm going to be featuring one of the celebration items so that you can get to know them a little bit better. I started with the paper because celebration items are while supplies last. And the paper, being a consumable item, it's going to go first. So if you have a stamp set on your wish list from celebration, and you have some paper, and you're planning to place a couple different orders, grab the paper first while it's available. Stampin' Up! Makes our stamps in Kanab, Utah. So those are going to be available closer to the end of celebration. Now, if you're not familiar with celebration, it's a great promotion that Stampin' Up! Offers, and it's through the end of February. So when you make a purchase of $50 or in $50 increments, you are able to pick a free gift. So this is one of the free gifts that you can select. And then I've got some swap cards like I talked about. Nope, I hear Oliver's going to take his nap. So I just thought I would bring some of these in to give you some other ideas. This paper is just fabulous. It's so pretty. I thought that was just a very simple but beautiful card, really showing off the designer series paper. And then this is a really unique card. I can't remember what those are called. If anybody knows, just pop it in the comments. I've seen this done with stamped images before, but this is really pretty, like a triple layer of designer series paper that they've lined up beautifully to create that frame. So that one's really pretty. Again, letting this paper do all the work. These are not fancy cards, but they are lovely cards. Now this one is really pretty too. You know, I love them all. But this one they use the twine from the Snail Mail Suite. I believe it's Petal Pink Baker's Twine. There's a combo pack with white and pink. So this is again really pretty, letting that paper really shine. It's just gorgeous. Here is another one that is really cute. Now this is the Approaching Perfection stamp set that they used here for the candles and the happy birthday sentiment. And it's another celebration item. Then I love this little blossom punch. Is actually one of the celebration items from last year that is now in the catalog, in our annual catalog. So I thought that paired really well with this paper. So cute. And then one more sample here for you before we get started with our project. This is a really cute idea. When I show you the swatch of the designer series paper, you'll see that these have been die cut from the designer series paper, and I would not have thought to use the stitched shapes dies to do that, but it pairs really well, and it's a cute paper, cute way to use that paper. So let me bring that paper in now and show you the paper blooms. So lovely, lots of colors. You've got Rococo Rose, Night of Navy, I believe Old Olive, Seaside Spray, which is not a color that I use a lot, but we will be today. So really cute little pattern. I am not usually drawn to a lot of florals, but this to me is kind of a whimsical design. This one's really pretty too. This one I'm gonna have to work with to use. I'm gonna challenge myself to use that one. So here's the one that has the circles that she die cut. So isn't that smart? I would not have thought to do that. Let me see. Now I got myself confused. Here we go. And there's just one more piece to show you. This is a lovely piece as well. So such a pretty paper pack. As I said, we've got Night of Navy, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Rococo Rose, Seaside Spray, and Soft Seafoam, which is that light green that you saw. So again, not a color that I use a lot, but it's really pretty. And this really gets you in the mood for spring. Okay, this is the card that we will be recreating today. And there's that Seaside Spray that I was telling you about, just a very small border of Seaside Spray matting that to really help that sentiment pop. And I know that you're going to say, Carrie, where did that fabulous happy sentiment come from? Because if you're like me, you love fonts. And so it is from our new mini catalog on page 31. And this is called Pretty Perennials. Dina Rico, one of our $1 million sales achievers with Stampin' Up, got to help design this stamp set when she reached that milestone. And this fabulous stamp set does have dies that coordinate, so you can get the bundle and save 10%. So that's where that fabulous happy comes from. And I knew when I saw this set that I was going to have it. So it's got several little sentiments that pair with the happy. Beautiful floral images. And this is just a really, really fun stamp set. So that's what we're using today. And we may put a little twist. I have happy and I have the not happy, I have birthday and I have the you make me. So we'll decide which one we're going to use. Just kind of decide as I do the layout. So here we took that beautiful designer series paper and just took some of the scraps from what I had left from other projects and fussy cut those flowers. I brought in an embellishment that I don't use a lot, and that's sequins. So these are the Artistry Blooms sequins that I used on this card, and I thought that really brought a cute little pop of color and was able to use those inside the center of the flowers. So I just thought that added that extra touch. I went through my embellishment box and that's what really stood out to me. So that's the little bit of shine that's on there. Now you could certainly add pearls or rhinestones. I actually thought about pulling out my champagne rhinestones because y'all know that's kind of like my embellishment that I'm focusing on right now. So we're going to do a little bit different color scheme, kind of a reverse color scheme with this card. We're going to use the Seaside spray as our card base. And if you've watched my videos before on Wednesdays, you know that I will supply you with measurements. Just give me a few minutes after the video ends and I'll go in and edit that description and I will provide you with the measurements. Now we're just going to put a piece of basic white cardstock. I got that in yesterday or the day before. So I have our new white cardstock and that's what I did my stamping on for this card. I have to say I really love this cardstock. It was very easy to stamp on. I should have grabbed a piece of Whisper White, but I didn't. Just to kind of give you a comparison, I believe that this basic white is a little bit cooler, which means, oh gosh, kind of a more towards the blue cast in the basic white versus the Whisper White. I am still sad that Whisper White is gone, but having basic white in my hands and getting to use it, I'm happy with it. It's still a very high quality white cardstock. I think you'll be happy with it as well. So if you're placing an order and you need some white cardstock, envelopes, note cards and envelopes, let me know if you need the number. I probably need to post that graphic with all that information. Okay, let's go ahead and bring in our designer series paper we're going to use here in the background. So I chose a different pattern this time. A little bit brighter card using this color scheme. So again, we'll go ahead and adhere that down, and I just did that very small mat. Let's see if I can get everything lined up the way we want it. So let me know what you've got going on today. I hope that you will have some time to craft. That makes every day better, doesn't it? I still have my Christmas tree up, y'all. I'm gonna just go ahead and be honest here. I still have it up. I don't know when I'll have time to take it down. I'm hoping maybe this weekend. I don't know. I'm not stressing about it. Not a lot of people are coming to the house, so, and the people that are coming to my house, they understand. They're not going to judge me, but it is still up, and it is what it is. Just a lot going on. I never do that, though. That's what's so crazy. It's just not like me. Okay, let's bring in this fabulous happy stamp. It is probably going to be a little bit hard to see because it is photopolymer. I am using Night of Navy ink to ink it up. I want to make sure that I use my piercing mat underneath my basic white piece of cardstock. Take a look right quick, make sure that I got it inked up well. You want to make sure that you've got a pretty good juicy ink pad for a large font like this. Okay, we're going in, you guys. Going to kind of do it at an angle. And then I'm going to also stamp. Oh, so pretty. I'm going to also stamp on just a little scrap of cardstock that I had from cutting things, and it ended up being perfect. I bet this is about ½ an inch. And while I have this ink pad open, let's see here. Go ahead and stamp birthday. Isn't that a cute font? Oh, I love it. And we'll also stamp You Make Me. Because who doesn't like options? We love options. So on these little strips of paper like this, when you're cutting your card bases and layers, a lot of times you end up with a ½ inch strip or 3/4 inch strip. White is the only color that I save because these end up getting all bent, but I do use, oh, I stamped that on the wrong side. Okay, let's start over with that. Now when you cut, let me show you what I'm talking about. When you cut, you've got kind of a raised edge on the back side of the cardstock. So we're just gonna come back in on what I consider the right side, and we're gonna stamp those again, just quickly. Sorry about that. That's wonky. That's still wonky. We may be using birthday, y'all. If I can get it right. Yeah, we'll just use birthday. Much better. Third time's the charm. Okay, let me get that ink pad set aside. Move some things around. All right, so now I want to layer this onto this other Night of Navy mat. Oh, I love this font, you guys. And it pairs perfectly with this paper, doesn't it? This stamp set. I didn't look to see how much the Pretty Perennials bundle is, but I'm sure if you wanted it and you wanted to get the Paper Blooms paper as your celebration item, you could probably just add a little bit of bling or some adhesive to your order, and that would bring you up to that $50 mark. It's not hard to get there, is it? Okay. So just like that, I think that's even pretty, but we're going to take it a step further, of course. I have some flowers that I've already fussy cut, and we're going to bring in some Stampin' Dimensionals. First, I probably need to place them on here, kind of see, do we want this bigger flower on top? We want it on the bottom. Maybe that one on the bottom, right? And then I've got a couple of smaller flowers that we could put on top. I like that. I like the balance of that. I also had this little leaf that was just kind of on the edge of the paper. So who knows, we may use that as well, kind of tuck that under. So let's start with this one at the top. I've got dimensionals all over my fingers. And we'll put him right about there. And that really just adds something. And I should have grabbed some mini dimensionals. I have some. I love mini dimensionals, you guys. Look how tiny that is. They're perfect when you need, like on the back of this little flower. And they're not quite as thick as the regular dimensional. So it gives you just a little bit different lift there. Now I don't know if we're going to want to use this leaf or not. Let's tuck it under there. I don't think so. I think we're going to leave that off. Okay. Next I need to come in and adhere this down. So let me kind of figure out what positioning I want here. I think I kind of like that. Okay, let's put a couple dimensionals. Now, did you see when I had those on my fingers? I just popped them on my silicone craft sheet that I had available. And that way, I knew I could pull them right back off and still do what I needed to do. So I love my silicone craft sheet, you guys. If you don't have one, be sure to pick one up with your next order because I use it all the time. I did not grab my take your pick tool out this morning. Sorry about that. We'll just pull these dimensional backs off. And then let me see here how I want this guy. I think that's pretty, kind of bringing it in right near our sentiment. So yeah, that's just right at the edge of the card. May need to move it over a tiny, tiny bit. Get that right to the edge. Okay. Yeah, really pretty. Oh, I just love it. So simple too, you guys. So I know that not everybody loves to fussy cut, but I do. And I've gotten better at it over the years. So now I'm just going to come in and snip off with my snips this birthday, that 3rd time's a charm birthday. And we're going to pop that down there. And again, I think bringing in a couple of mini dimensionals will be perfect to add that birthday sentiment. I love those minis. They're so cute. And then, I mean, of course you can cut the edges of your regular dimensionals. Excuse me. Let's see. How do we want this? I hate to cover that up. I might put it over here. I think I like that. I think I like that, you guys. Let's move it up just a tiny bit, up in here by the P. So I knew what I wanted to do today, but I also knew that I'd kind of go with how the mood struck me, so that's cute. Now I've just got my Artistry Blooms Sequins in a clear envelope. I can't remember why I cut these all apart. I think probably this was left over from when I prepped for a class at some point. So you can see there's all different colors. So it's really going to bring out the colors in the paper. So it's just kind of fun. I think we'll put a couple here. Maybe one up in here. And these are a beautiful accent. It's just not an embellishment that I use a lot. But these are pretty. And there's so many colors in this designer series paper. So you just really can't go wrong. I don't really think that I need one in the center of any of these flowers like I did that other. Let's bring one of these in. But I do like to put an odd number of embellishments on my projects. That's just very pleasing to the eye to have the odd number. What's going on there? Had too many. Okay, where else do we want one? Maybe I'll go right up here. Nope, that one's too big. Yeah, kind of mimicking what I did earlier. So there we go, you guys. There's our project today, featuring the pretty Perennials stamp set that pairs so well with the paper Blooms designer series paper that you can earn free from Celebration. So I hope this project makes you happy, and we will have someone that's happy next week when they win the mini Stampin' Dimensionals. I have a full package. There's lots and lots of dimensionals in these packages, and you can even use the corners, the edges, so don't forget about that. You can come in with your snips and cut those down, or use the long strips. So all you need to do to be entered for a chance to win this package of mini dimensionals is leave a comment for me or share the video. And I appreciate you so very much. Hope you love the project. Hope it makes you happy. I hope you have a great rest of your day and week, and I will see you back here again next Wednesday at 10 a.m. Thank you.